Hi, this is Ms.Luna, and today we're going to learn how to search for criticism through the Freeport Memorial Library's webpage. So to start, most of you like to start with Google, so let's just Google Freeport Memorial Library, click on the link. Here's the Freeport Memorial Library webpage. The webpage has a lot of resources. What you want to take a look at is the e-resources. You want to be able to access information without going to the library. If you notice, a menu pops up when you click on e-resources. You're not looking to go to a museum or to search the catalog. You're looking for research databases. So it's really the only one that makes sense. So you click on research databases. And the Freeport Memorial Library provides you with access to a ton of information on all these topics that you see here on the left. But you're not writing a paper on antiques, you're not writing one on education or countries. What you're looking for the English research paper is literature and criticism. So you would select that off the menu. And here are your choices of literature and criticism databases. The two that are generally used for the paper here at Freeport High School are Bloom's Literature. And you can find some of the same books that are in Bloom's Literature on the cards with books that have been set aside for you. And also Literature Resource Center from Gale. Also, we have some of those same books that are within this resource on the cards. And but here you can access them online. So let's start and take a look at Bloom's Literature. What you would normally see here is a box asking you for your Freeport Memorial Library card number. Because I've entered it previously, it's not showing up now. But you would normally see that first. It's a 14-digit number that you would need to enter. So let's take a look at the search box here. Here you can type in the name of your title. So many of you are working on Of Mice and Men or Othello or The Great Gatsby. You could try typing that here in the search box. So I'm going to type in Of Mice and Men. And I'm going to try typing in American Dream. Many of you are doing American Dream. Here I had typed it before, so I'm just going to click on it again. And what that will do is it will highlight any of my search words in the article, which is a nice feature. So let's take a look. Hit the search button. So here in Bloom's Literature Database, you have 125 articles that deal with this, of Mice and Men, and possibly the American Dream. I really don't want to read 125 articles, so I'm going to look through them briefly to see if there's a way I can narrow it down. Let's take a look at what I have. So these folders break down the 125 articles. So I could start with one of these folders, so I'm looking at less articles. So right away I notice there's biographies, but I'm not doing a book report about the author. If I'm not writing about how the author's life influenced the work, then I don't need to look at these biographies. So I can eliminate those 25 articles. So I might want to start with the 10 overviews. So let's take a look. So notice from the title, I can't really tell what it's about. And as I move down, it gets less on topic. I'm not doing anything on House on Mango Street or train rides, so maybe they mention Of Mice and Men for some reason in these articles, but this is not what I'm interested in. So I really would only look at these. And if I click on the article, it tells me what book it came from. So yes, it's online, but it actually comes from a print book that's been entered in the database. And here I can see that the title, the words in my search were highlighted, Of Mice and Men, and I have American Dream highlighted. So that helps me focus in on the areas of the article that might be more useful to me. For this project, many of you are looking for direct quotes to add to your note cards so that they can eventually be in your paper. So it's one way to help narrow down your search. So this is short, but I still might find a sentence or two that helps me. If I decide I want it, I could email it to myself. But one of the problems here at the high school is that our email is blocked. So that helps you have a backup at home or on your phone, but not necessarily here in the library. So you can do that, but remember that you also need to save it in another way. So you could carry a flash drive. These days you don't have to have a flash drive. You could just make an account at www.dropbox.com and you'll have a virtual flash drive where you can save your information onto the cloud. If you need help creating a Dropbox account, just ask me or someone else here in the library, or watch one of the videos available on how to create a Dropbox account. So notice here is you have the citation information. You'll also be saving this with the article, so you want to download it, as I said, onto something or onto your ID number on the computer. If you choose to cut and paste it, you could just cut and paste the whole article, highlight it. It's usually easier to start from the bottom, starting with the citation, the article, and you could put it into a Word document and also save it that way if you preferred. But you just want to make sure you get the whole thing. You don't want to have to come back and search for the article again. You don't want to have to come back and search for the citation again. Later on, we can show you how to add the citation to your works cited if you're using an automated bibliography maker like EasyBib Pro or EasyBib Scholar. We can show you how to enter those later when you're further along in your assignment. So let's go back and take a look at one of the other articles. In one of the other folders, I could also start with topics and themes. There's only 6 articles. And notice this is great because I would like to talk about the American Dream of Mice and Men. So there's 2 here that I would look at. Again, the words are highlighted. And it helps me read through this article. I would save the whole thing, including the citation, and then go back and take a look at some other articles. Here, let's take a look at the analysis and criticism. So notice this one tells me exactly what it's about, the dream of commitment. I could take a look at that, or the symbols. But as you go further down, there's many articles that just say of mice and men, and I'm really not sure how helpful it is for my topic, American Dream. So the only way is to really go in and look at it and see what words were highlighted. So let's take a look. So here again, the words I typed in are highlighted. I see American, I see dreams, dream. I'm just going to skim it first. So it does mention American Dreams a bunch of times. But I'd also like to look for some other words, like perhaps a character's name. So one of the shortcuts we went over in class was using Control F. So if you click on Control F, it gives you another search box that can help you go through this article a little bit quicker. So let's say you wanted to find something with Lenny and the dream or one of the other characters. You could just type in the word you're searching for right here, and it will show you how many times the word shows up in the article. So here I see that Lenny shows up 48 times. So that helps me pinpoint the areas that discuss Lenny. If I'm looking for a specific quote about Lenny right now, I'll look at those. I can hit the arrow and go to the next spot in the article. You'll notice that down here it will just keep moving to the next spot. So definitely use Control F, play around with it. You can type in your keyword and see whether it's American Dream or Jealousy and Othello. You can type in the word and see how many times it shows up in the article. And it's a great way to save you time. And that works not just on databases, but anything on the internet. Okay, so that is basically how to use the Bloom's database. There are some other features, like you could save a folder, but right now we're going to leave it at that. And in another video, I'll show you how to use the other database that was available, which was the literature resources from Gale.